How's it going, YouTube? Liam from Leeds Australia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Oceanhorn 2. Now, I know that it has been a gap between this episode and the last episode. I wanted to take a moment to basically explore around the area first, or at least explore some of the areas that I had not been able to explore yet in terms of the overworld, before actually going towards and seeing what Mesmerov, or at least finding Mesmerov once again. Oh, thanks for the notification there, Switch. But basically what we're at here is that this particular location we're at right now is actually the tomb of, I believe, Sir Corbin. So if you guys remember, Jen is actually Sir Corbin, or at least Sir Corbin's spirit was inside Jen himself. Now, of course, we lost Jen to Mesmerov after he took control over him again, but this is basically the tomb place of where Sir Corbin lies down. Now, there is actually some dialogue that, Fora, that's it. So the location we're at is Fora, which actually, I'll just go outside and show you. So we're up at the very near sort of top mid towards the right corner of the map itself, which will open a map proper when we get into it. But we're basically here in this area right here. And as you can see, there's the Sin water orb back there. Basically what Master Mayfair has said about this particular place is... Alright, the gravestone is unusual. When we faced Shadowmonger in the Riftborn Citadel, I believe that's pronounced, 20 years ago, he was a powerful foe. Corbin and I were tossed aside in the first moments of the battle. After that, it was all up to Mesmerov. I've heard stories many times. Mesmerov finished the battle against Shadowmonger with a single spell, and that was when he got his mask. Yes. Oh, Trent said that. Okay. Master Mayfair. Yes. He put the mask on his face and realized too late that he could not take it off. When he saw us wounded, he rushed to our aid, but for Corbin... there was nothing he could do. He was mortally wounded and no longer breathing. So, this Shadowmonger monster, or Shadowmonger monster, was basically something that Master Mayfair, Corbin, and Mesmerov encountered, and this was before Mesmerov has gotten his mask, as mentioned here. I did not know that. I was sort of curious of if Mesmerov was a robot-like character, or if that was just a mask of some sort. But it was a mask. It's just that he couldn't take it off. It almost kind of reminded me of Majora's Mask. But I think you could take that off. It's just that the influence of the mask had basically told you to keep it on. But, so he died in that place. Yes. But a moment later, Mesmerov said he saw something through the mask. It was Corbin's spirit leaving his body. In a desperate attempt to save him, Mesmerov bound Corbin's spirit to the thing we love the most. Corbin would now dwell forever in the automotion and companion Jen. He wanted to use that name afterwards. At first, we weren't sure if Mesmerov was successful in what he tried, but when the funeral of Sir Corbin took place here in his hometown, Jen was here to follow it. After the burial, he picked up Corbin's vest and battle ore and came with us to the White City. So, that is pretty cool about that story. I wish that I could have recorded Mesmerov and Trent sort of talking about that dialogue, but again, I was basically exploring around because I wasn't sure if where we're going to go next is the final place of the game. And as you can see, I also got an extra heart, so so I've been a little bit busy, but I know that there's so much other things to do in the game. Oh, and I also found all the daggers. I took the moment to actually get all the daggers that is needed. So we'll go back to the White City and we'll visit the heroes. Not sure if it's the guild or if it's anything else. I forgot what the name of it is, but we'll go there and see what the reward is for picking all of the daggers. But let us explore through this area here. Now, if you see, there is a sword up there. Oh, hello, you two. Look at that. It's no Master Sword, but it looks cool.
I recognize that sword. According to the legends, it was forged from a meteorite. Not much is known of its travels, but rumor has it, it has served fabled kings and warriors.
That thing is literally out of this world. I'm sure Corbin wanted you to have it. What did they call it?
Its name is Astroblade, and by the gods, it is beautiful.
Astroblade. I wonder if that's the same sword from the first one that eventually gets... once when you go exploring for it, you can actually find a much more better sword in the first game. I can't remember if it actually had a particular name. There you stand in the light of a star, wielding the blade lost in time, forged from a meteor. It hides an ancient might. Hold it high and your enemies will shake. It will perish before the Astroblade.
There's a lever on the wall. I wonder what it does.
Well, actually, we need a pot, don't we? Slowly remembering how to play this game again and what I need to do. So there is a way that we need to basically lower, basically to hit that lever. We just need a pot and throw it at it. But I have a feeling it's not going to be that easy. Oh, never mind. Aha! Okay, so again, we do have to pick up the complete challenges, I reckon, in order for us to get the sword. I think that's what must happen. So what are the riddles here? So Corbin, a scientist and gentleman, was known for his genius inventions. Overcome the challenge presented by the knights of the past and claim his reward. Ooh. Alright, what kind of challenges are we going to face here today? Oh. Whoa. Oh, we got some platformer stuff here. Alright. Well, this is going to be interesting. Wait until that comes back. And hello. Ooh. Wow, you found a rough diamond, which is worth 200 coins. How did you get here, mate? You're a bit of a sneaky one, that. So there's a button over here, so I reckon we need to go to this one first. Not to get hurt by the spikes. Alright. Okay, so I thought that was going to be a little bit of a challenge, this one, but... Oh. I nearly thought that I was going to take the hit out of that. Oh, it's going to get faster on the other one. Oh, dear. Woo! Woo-hee. Oh, man, they're so intense looking. It's like that. It's someone just brought in a blowtorch. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Alright, I see now. Woo! 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 Oh man. Okay, so alright, we've got this. Alright. We've made it out. Now it's back to the other one. I just get so nervous when I'm so close to it. So close to the spikes that I'm just worried that I'm going to hit it. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, so it's lifting up platform. How did you get over here, Trin? Jeez. Whee! I just love it that they just randomly appear out of nowhere. It's just like, I'm just going to do the Garry's Mod V clip thing. Alright, what have we got here? The Corbin brothers were known for their hunger of adventure and danger-seeking lifestyle. Overcome the challenge presented by the knights of the past and claim their rewards. Ooh, what have we got here? Heed the story I'm about to tell. It speaks of brotherhood, heed it well. Four brothers walked down a mountain path. They did not go forth, nor did they turn right, but they turned towards the Veil of Safety. I should probably write this down, actually. So, they did not go forth, nor turn right. They did not, but they turned towards Veil of Safety. Veil of Safety. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's see. My guess is that... Okay, so that's... Alright, so that now does that. Okay. Alright, we'll quickly go back this way. Because we'll go to the chest. And voila. What have we got? Ooh, black pearls, I think. No, obsidian pearls. I get 150. Alright, well, there's one more chest to find in this place. So what's that? Ah, okay. But that won't stay down, won't it? Oh, that will? Unless it's a... Ah, dang it. Unless if it's a timer one, I think. Is that a timer one? Oh. I got it just in time. Okay. Wait a minute, hang on. So, when the treasure was found, it had to be split, but the brothers, they had to be quick. The youngest took the treasure to safety, or was it the older brother? I only remember it. Okay, so it's either... So it's either Y or O. So Y or O, younger or older. Okay. Vaguely. Alright. Oh! Oh, that's right. The power sphere took it back to its location. Okay. So do I drop it down? Okay. Alright. So it has to depend on... So I have to drop this in the right spot. Okay. Oh, hey! Get back up there. So and here. Hey! Alright, and it leads back that way. Okay. Alright, kind of an interesting riddle puzzle, I will say. I want to quickly see what the other buttons do, because I'm curious. Oh. Okay, so if I made the wrong choice, it kills me. I see. Okay, but at least we got the door open. That's actually pretty good. I'm now down to 2 hearts. Whoops. Hey, doesn't hurt to checking it out. And there it is. Okay. So pick this up.
Let's return to where we came from.
And voila. Alright, so I think the last challenge, I think that the center bit lowers it. I think that's what the next bit does. Could be wrong though, but... Alright, so... What does this one say? Madame Celeste Corbin was a famous monster huntress of Fora. Her fabled hunts live forever in this hole. Overcome the challenge presented by the Knight of the Past and claim her reward. Ah, so, okay. So Corbin had...
Hello? Is anyone here? No one's home. Good.
Thanks for the reassurance, Trin. So there wasn't just Sir Corbin, as what we've noticed through the last challenge. Corbin had a lot of family members. Oh, I don't like this. Cactus! Ow!
Let's move on.
No, we can't. There's now fire cactus. Oh, lightning! No lightning's going to get to me. At least I hope not. Oh, you! Oh, there's more of you. Oh, crap. Okay. Ah! Oh! Oh, it's these guys! Okay!
Fight is over.
Indeed it is. Okay, so... I'm not sure if it's because that I have a bit of extra stamina, right? But, or not. But it's cool that I have a little bit of stamina left just to keep on fighting, because that's the one thing that I'm not a huge fan of when it comes to the perfect counter attack. It drains your stamina, which I'm not a fan of that. I'm not sure why that's
now
a
we go
thing.
back.
Ah, we need one more. Okay. So I think the last one lowers it down. So we need to do one more, and then we've gotten the sword. Sweet. Alright, you say. So Rex Corbin was known for his aim and speed of his blunderbuss. Overcome the challenge presented by the Knight of the Past and claim his reward. Ooh, we're doing some marksman shooting, are we?
Keep your mind on the reward. That sword looks pretty sweet. You've earned it.
Ah, thanks, Trin. Well, let's grab some tiny warhead. Woohoo! That gave a lot of bullets. Okay, I see. Oh, yes, I see. Okay. Going up. Okay. It's time for some shooting. Oh, I like. Oh. Whoops. There we go. And the door opens. Pick you up. I think we take you back over here, don't we? Oh no, it's a chest. I was wondering where that last chest was. What have we got? Hey, noble pearl. 75 coins, I will take. I have saved up a decent amount of coins. And voila. There we go. Now we can reach the sword. Heck yeah. Some pretty good puzzles though. Some of them definitely prove to have a bit of a challenge to it, especially the shooting one. Now it is time to jump up and grab the sword. Oh, that's cool. I had no idea about this place. You got the Astro Blade, the fabled blade of the sky. The legend tells this sword was forged from the fallen meteorite and holds incredible power. Are you worthy of unlocking its secret? Ooh. Oh, I'm level 2. You have been granted the title of Dragon Knight. You can now carry 25 ammo. You get a significant item delivered from the Knight's Order, and your health is refilled. Oh, I see. Oh, man. Look at that sword. That is so cool. Did the shield get upgraded? No, it didn't. Oh, man. But at least we now have the Astro Sword. That's actually a pretty cool name for a sword, I won't lie. Astro Sword. It's gonna make me think of Astro Boy for a little bit from time to time, I reckon. But that is still a pretty cool looking sword. But now, it's time we return to the White City. Alright, we're now back at the White City. There is now one place that I need to check out before we continue on to the next part and possibly the final part of the game. But we need to visit this place. The Knight's Order. That's the name I was looking for earlier. Okay. I can never remember some of these names most of the time, but so I think if we chat to this dude. Ah, your knight. I've heard about a collection of knight's daggers hidden all over the world. I think this map reveals the locations. If you bring them the whole collection of daggers, I'll give you the treasure worth a fortune. You've done it. You found all the daggers and the treasure is yours to keep. Here, take this key. You'll need it to claim your prize. A key. The Knight Scholar's treasure key. Ah. Is this it? Ooh. Ooh. Key used. Going down. What have we got here? Ah, we got a power shard. You picked up a power shard, Wake of Titan. If attached to a weapon or an item, this mysterious gem gives you a moderate boost in damage. Do you want to equip the shard now? Not right now. We'll get to that shortly. What have we got? Ooh, what's this? You found an emerald crystal worth 120. Ah. Let's read here. Legend of King Gildas is true, including its dramatic outcome. One of the knights turned against his comrades and his king. The dagger on the wall of the Knight's Order is a murder weapon. A lot has been forgotten, but this event that transpired ignited the war of the gods, and for the first time the guardian of the realm was called to arms. Dagger of the Shunned. It is similar to the daggers you found, but the name has been scratched off. Okay. Wow. Okay, well. I got a lot of power on my sword. I guess I could add that to the damage of the pistol. That's pretty much all the shards that I can really attach to any of my gear now. Wow, okay. So that's interesting. I was not expecting that. Probably not the reward that I probably would have expected. Or, I mean, an award is an award, because at least we got it for free. But, you know, hearing that slight story of what the dagger really meant and what all the other daggers that we found were leading up to, I was not quite expecting that. Alright. This is it. I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of dreading the next few moments that this game has to offer. Because, yeah, part of me is just, because part of me has an understanding and probably has the idea that it's not going to end super well for these guys. But at the same time, you know, this all links up to the first game. Or at least, hopefully, the way the story is going to go, it does somehow link up to the first game. Like, but...
I cannot come with you. I will help to evacuate the White City. Knights are setting up a refuge camp at Mount Tika.
Tika, okay.
We'll try to hold Triloth. I don't know how, but we'll find a way.
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't succeed. There are powers at play here that are bigger than us. Bigger than the whole of Arcadia.
Are we ready to go? Want to take a ride inside that monster?
Alright.
I know. Why am I even asking? You know, when this is all over, I would like to... Never mind. Let's talk about it later.
Wrong place and wrong time to ask a question? Oh. And away we go in Oceanhorn. Oh, there's the blue one. Oh, and the green one's there too. Oh, no, they're both with us now. Come on! I guess we get a slight understanding of what happened to the other Oceanhorns, because I never knew that there was more than one until this game. Until this game pointed it out like that. Oh. Uh-oh.
You have entered the tranquility, Awoken Ones. Negative space between the arcs of existence. This is the last thing one sees before he continues his journey to eternity.
Who are you?
I keep the record. For a chronicler, I am. My purpose? I serve no man. I am the great chronicler, a servant of Kronos, of time itself. I once stepped out of the arena you call life, and made an arrangement that allowed me to freely observe the great fabric of time. I am especially fond of your arches of existence. Oh, such beauty and magnificent scale, reaching beyond our galaxy, spanning tens of thousands of years. The end of the world is nigh, and you stand out considerably.
Oh.
Even though I have already stepped out of the wheel of time, I am still fond of planet Gaia and Arcadia. Even though the world will be destroyed, I am willing to perform a personal sacrifice that will offer you survival.
If you are in control of things, let us stop Mesmeroth and Archimedes. Let us save the White City from Triloth.
Yes, Triloth is a magnificent threat, isn't it? It is frightening even by my standards. It serves the chaos beyond the physical world, forging destinies as it wishes. I cannot stop it, but I am able to observe it, and that brings us to my offer. The man you call Mesmeroth has learned to control the streams of creation, and he is going to take the sacred emblems under his control with a set of curses. If the two of you do not survive, he is going to build a new world from the ashes of Arcadia. A world of his liking. Enter this door and survive. Because in a few moments, Tryloth will bring something horrible here to destroy you. That is the way of things.
If we step through here, we'll go back?
Yes, yes, yes. Go. Every second counts.
Oh.
Anywhere is better than here, right?
Well, moving forward. Oh, man. Oh, hello, Oceanhorn. You're with us too. Oh.
No! Stop it! Stop it, please!
Ah, there's Archimedes. Alright, what are you up to, old man?
There is nothing for you here, Archimedes. No triumph in the stars, no other world waiting for you to bury your dear Calliope. Leave this mad plan of yours and resign, Grand Regent, and we will all live another day.
You are a treacherous snake in my garden, Mesmeroth. You might have bitten me, but it doesn't mean I can't cut your head off, servant of the shadow.
You mean this? It is an ancient being, part of the framework that underpins our world. It refused to let go of its power. And as the years went by, this shadow corrupted every creature it could. With bridges like Shadowmaga, the shadow extended its reach to the world of men.
You were able to just remove it?
I think it has overstayed its welcome. What you choose next is up to you, Archimedes. I have summoned Tryloth, and it is closing in on the White City as we speak. It will tear this city down and everything you built with it. Now is your last chance to step down.
Never! Do you see this? It's working!
The children never returned the emblem of sun to the Arcadia beacon. The Grand Core will never leave Gaia's atmosphere. You will die here, ancient man. I, on the other hand, have reserved a place in the stream of creation.
Ooh.
Trend. Activating Death Ray.
Woohoo! Alright, so now we figured out how Oceanhorn has turned against us.
What is this? What do you want from
and me both, Trin. The White City Underground, capital of Arcadia. Oh, man. Oh, we're not done yet. Woohoo! Oh, man. I just imagine the look of this on, like, an iPhone compared to, like, filming it on a Switch at the moment. Okay, so far, I will say, not what I'm expecting in terms of what I thought I was going to expect. Ow. But, ooh, there is still a decent amount of story to be told to finish this off. Woohoo! Oh, jeez. Oh, the bouncing. Oh, man. Woo. Back. White City Ruins. This is getting too good. Whoa! Whoop! Where's Trin? Uh-oh. Save the world. Alright, where do we go from here? Up. Oceanhorn, Living Fortress. Oh, we actually fight Oceanhorn. Okay. Whee! Alright, but how do we fight him? Oh, unless we... Do we shoot these? No?
Keep away from him!
Oh, there's Trin.
We are the Knights of Arcadia. Let's show what we're made of.
Aha! Wait. Now, where do we shoot? Oh, I see. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I know. There's stuff there. Ow. Okay. Yeah, I wonder why Oceanhorn is calling her name still. Out of ammo. Okay. Lucky enough, I still have my magic spells, so I can use those until I gain some bullets.
Why did you leave us this mess, Grandpa?
Oh, still charging. Woo! Ow! That didn't even hurt me? I'm not even sure. Can we use the vending machine? Oh yeah, we can! What would you like to buy? Ammo! Ammo! And you're down. Boom. Cool. Aw. Uh-oh. Well, at least the boat's still around. At least the floating lands and the floating islands from the first game is explained and how that all came about. Oh, that's it! That is that it? Oh, wow. I guess the credit scene does explain, kind of does explain what's going on, but, oh, man. Oh. Okay, so, it did, oh, Robbie Damon played as the hero, or voiced him. Oh. I know that there's a new game that came out. I forgot what the name of it is, but it's one of those beats. One of those kind of, it's a hack and slash kind of game, but it beats along, it goes along with a certain beat to the music. I know that he voices that. Oh wow, oh man, I'm absolutely speechless. But then again, at least the floating islands, as we can see, that is explained in terms of that sort of understanding of how they became islands in the sky from the first game. At least that makes sense now, and that is explained. Oh, there's Mesmerov. Not Mesmerov's company. There's Mayfair. Oh, I wonder if that becomes the island for where the first game's hero lives, or soon lives. Oh man, but I have to say, so I absolutely loved Oceanhorn 2. Like, it definitely is, it's definitely expanded a lot from the first game in terms of its gameplay style, because if you guys remember, Oceanhorn 1 is of course a top-down perspective game, if you want to refer to it like that. With Oceanhorn 2, you know, it takes a lot more inspiration from the more the Ocarina of Time 3D Zelda games, if you will. And you know, there was just so much story, so much depth, but it definitely does, it definitely does focuses a lot on, you know, elements before what happened to the first game. Some not necessarily explained as much, but in some instances, of course, the floating islands or isolation, until any companions approach the remains of the cocoon, hoping to find the element of Earth and bring it to the safety of the. Oh. Oh, they did find it. Okay. But didn't they come with a curse? Wasn't there a curse? Princess Finn returns to Gil Folk's grotto to take the emblem of ocean back to her father, King Angler's palace. Yeah, there you go. The Emblem of Sun, however, will be lost for millennium. That's right, because we never returned it to its pedestal. That was when until, what was it? Mesmeroth. Many years later, in one corner of the Shattered World.
It may not happen in our lifetime, but the mistakes of the Arcadians will be corrected. His story will be different from ours. There it is. To be continued in Oceanhorn, Monster of Uncharted Seas. Wow. Okay. Alright, so I'm guessing this is just the end. Oceanhorn 2 and play time 15 hours, 39 minutes and 11 seconds. Completion 47%, 74%, but that's perfectly fine with me. G'day guys, so I wanted to slip this video in and use it as the summarizing video compared to what I used in the initial recording. I didn't like the way that I sort of ended up the summarizing video because, I'll be honest, my mind was going in multiple directions because of what I had witnessed of the ending of Oceanhorn 2. So I wanted to at least wait a couple of days to sort of put my head together and sort of piece together the information that I had and just relax and take the moment to just make a proper summarizing video and yeah, just really talk about my thoughts on Oceanhorn 2 all together. Now in the meantime, I do have the menu or the save selection, file selection scene in the background, so we'll hear a little bit of music while I make my summary, but I will say, through the experience I had of this playthrough, I enjoyed my time playing Oceanhorn 2. It definitely was a step up in terms of gameplay style, especially since it's transitioned from a top-down perspective to a third-person perspective. But it really just, it was great to sort of see that kind of transition, but it gave the developers the opportunity to sort of really think outside the box, or at least sort of think much more bigger in terms of its landscape, because while that there was still a decent amount of detailed landscape and sort of narrative sort of detail within the world of the first game, they were able to expand that a lot more with the second game, with Oceanhorn 2. So it's awesome to see that and just really, yeah, just to look around and just be amazed of the numerous details from the locations we've been to. While that some of them I don't really remember as much because of the numerous gaps in terms of recording each episode. The story, well, I will admit, at the initial point, and when I started recording, I thought the game was the sequel, like a complete sequel. But when I found out that it was an actual prequel to the first game, I basically had to transition my mind or thought process from, you know, answering questions of what links that the first and the second game has, but really more rotate that around and think of what does the second game link up to the first game in terms of its story. Which, of course, some of my questions have been answered, especially the floating islands to begin with. But there were a lot of newer questions that were raised, but some of those questions may be answered in due time or not, it doesn't really matter. But so while that I did enjoy my game, there were a slight few issues that I did have. Mostly my main issues when it came to was some elements within the gameplay mechanics, and I think there's probably one other thing that I'll probably think of in just a moment. But the one
big issue I had when it came to the game. No, the two issues I had, of course. The first one is the stamina gauge. The stamina gauge, overall, it's not too incredibly bad, but I think what made it sort of a bit of an issue for me, it came to, of course, the perfect counter when it comes to using your shield. When you use a perfect counter, it drains your shield or your energy or your stamina basically to like completely empty. While that in the last bit of this episode, I still had a little bit of energy left to use against enemies. I feel like that when it comes to a perfect counter, it shouldn't take away the stamina. While that's, you know, it's sort of understandable that sometimes a reflex can sort of drain you a little bit. I feel like that in terms of gameplay mechanics, something like that should be more rewarding than just taking a heckload of stamina away, so you don't have enough energy to basically fight off enemies and whatnot. Or in the case, if you wanted to sort of, you know, retreat a little bit, you're basically just running slow because you don't have any stamina left. That's my one issue. The other thing in terms of the stamina, not necessarily the stamina as much, but it's more of the sprint mechanic that the game has. There are basically two ways to activate the sprint. So you can press and hold down the B button, which it starts off with a roll initially, and then you start sprinting. Or if you don't want to use the roll, you basically have to press and hold down the left stick. And I'm not a huge fan of pressing and hold down the left stick because I feel like that it would make your thumb a little bit tired for just holding that down for numerous times, especially with the amount of sprint that you had. But unfortunately, there's no really a big way to change it. That's one of my biggest issues, is that you can't really change it within the settings. There's no controller settings, but I feel like that's more of because the game was ported from the iPhone version or the app version to the Switch. I feel like that's because of that, they didn't really have a controller settings because, well, let's face it, you can't really press down any virtual sticks on an iPhone at least. But realistically, that's my only issues with the game per se. There's probably a few other things that I would probably critique or like criticize in terms of the game itself, but I feel like I should leave that aside because I'm not much of a massive critic anyway. But I'll leave that aside, and I will basically say, again, I enjoyed my time and my experience with Oceanhorn 2. It was just an incredible game and an incredible journey. I know that it took a while to actually finish the series, probably like maybe within 2 or 3 seasons, I don't really know. But overall, it was still a fun experience, and I want everyone to, I recommend this game to anybody. If you have the opportunity to play Oceanhorn 2, whether it's on the Switch or if it comes to PlayStation, Xbox, or even PC, get the games a go for yourselves and give it a try. Like, it is still a fun experience, and many people will say that it's a Zelda clone, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a Zelda clone, more that it's a Zelda-inspired game. That's really the only words I would use. It's a Zelda-inspired game, because realistically, when I think of a clone of a particular game, it would not be the best quality compared to what Oceanhorn 1 and 2 had. You know, those were definitely good quality games that deserve the title of Zelda-inspired rather than a Zelda clone. But with that being said, thank you very much, guys, for watching and enjoying the videos and enjoying the playthrough. It has been one heck of an experience, and I really did enjoy my time with it. So, until then, this has been Oceanhorn 2 Knights of the Lost Realm. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you liked the video, then click the like button, click the subscribe button for more videos anyway. Until next time, I'm Liam from Liam's Australia. Liam out.